students. So today we're going to learn about scientific notation and taking scientific notation and going back to what the number would look like in standard form, so with all the zeros. So I have two examples here, one positive and one negative, to show you how to work. Okay, so I'm going to start with the positive one. So it says 9.14 times 10 to the 5th power. So that's telling me that 9.14 is actually a really big number, and I need to move its decimal place back to where it was. So I know how many places to move it because of this number here. So it's at 5. So I'm going to jump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's where the decimal place is now. Now see how I got those blanks or jumps, whatever you want to call them? Those are placeholders for zeros. So I can put, I think it looks like an egg in a carton. So I can put zeros where those blank spots were. So really, I have 914 and then 3 zeros. And then I always like to go back in and put my commas in so I can see how big the number is. So it's 914,000. That's how big that number was. So now for the negative, it's the same idea. So I start with my 2.3, and I know that my decimal place needs to move 4 places. But this is not a big number, so I'm not going to move to the right. Instead, I want to move to the left because I want this number to look like a really small decimal. So I'm going to move this decimal over 1, 2, 3, 4, and it will be here, which makes this look really small. So remember, 0 always goes in front of your decimal if there's no number. And once again, I can now fill in these blanks. There's 1, 2, oh, there's 3 in this one as well. That's funny. All right, so then when I rewrite it, so it's 0.123, 2, 3. All right, now you don't put commas in after the decimal, so this is tenths, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s. So it's 2300 thousandths of a number, which is a very small amount. So that's how you go from scientific notation to standard form.